Hello everyone, I'm Shivam Pasari and welcome to ASN Academy. So as you can see from the title of this video, in this video we'll solve another good question from the topic of probability, and the question has been taken from the book of higher algebra. Now the question is as follows: find the probability of throwing 12 in a single throw with 3 dice. So this is our question, and I would like you to try this question first by yourself and then come back to this video for the solution. I hope that you've tried the question and you've got the solution, and if you didn't, then let's check the solution. So according to our given question, we have to find the probability of throwing 12 in a single throw with 3 dice. So let us first find out what are the total number of cases when we throw 3 dice. So we have D1, D2 and D3 are 3 dices, and for all the 3 dices we have 6 numbers from 1 to 6, and in total we have 6 into 6 into 6, that is 216 cases. So when we throw 3 dice, we have 216 cases. Now, what is the probability of throwing 12? So in the first dice, we can have 3. In the second dice, we can have 3 again. And in the third die, we can have 6. And we'll get 12. So this is one of the cases. Then we can have 4, 2 and 6. So it also gives us 12. So this is our second case. But do you think it is possible to list down all the cases and we'll get a solution easily? No. That's wrong. So what we can do is we can use the formula of positive integral solutions in this case. So by this we'll solve our question easily and much faster, and we'll learn a new method as well. So what does the formula of positive integral solution says? It says as if we have an equation of x1 plus x2 plus x3 all the way up to xr, and it is equal to k. So the number of positive integral solutions for this, for which all the numbers are greater than equal to 0, is equal to k plus r minus 1 c r minus 1. So over here k is the number on the RHS and r is the number of variables. So in our case we have x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 12. Now if this is the case, then we'll have 12 plus 3 minus 1 c 3 minus 1. Now that is equal to 14c2. But is this correct? No, because we'll have all the numbers at least 1, and in this case we can have 0 as well. So what we can do is we can simply subtract 3 from RHS, because we'll take 1 1 1 from each of the dice. So we can have 12 minus 3, that is equal to 9. And now if we'll use the formula, we'll have 9 plus 3 minus 1 c3 minus 1, that is equal to 11c2. And now we'll have the total number of cases, that is equal to 55. But again we'll have some problem, because in this case we'll also get some equations like 9, 0 and 0. Now we know that no dice can have a number greater than 6. So what we can do is we can take another case where we are reaching only till the values of 6. So what we can do is we can have x1 dash, which is equal to x1 plus 6, because the minimum possible number is 0 and we can have 6 at max. So we'll subtract 6. So what we'll have, x1 dash plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 3. Now we can have the values. So again using the formula, we'll have 3 plus 3 minus 1 c3 minus 1. So that will give us 5c2, and we know that 5c2 is equal to 10. Now we can have for all the 3 cases, so we'll simply multiply it by 3. So we have 30 cases that are extra. So the total number of required cases for our question is equal to 55 that we have got initially minus 30, 25. So in 25 possible ways we can get a sum of 12 by rolling 3 dice. So what is the probability? It is equal to 25 by 216, and that is our answer. So let us quickly see what we have done. We have learned that it is not possible to list down all the possible cases one by one. It will take a lot of time. So we use the formula of positive integral solutions, and it says that if we have an equation like x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus all the way xr is equal to k, and where each and every number is greater than equal to 0, then the number of positive integral solutions is equal to k plus r minus 1 c r minus 1. Now then applied the formula that x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 12, and then we subtracted 1 from each case, because in this we have greater than equal to 0, but in a die the minimum number is 1. So we'll get x1 plus x2 plus x3 as 9. Now from that we got 55 possible cases. But again we have a second constraint, that the number that is maximum on a dice is 6. So what we did was we subtracted 6 from one dice, and then we did it for all the 3 dices. So when we did for one die, we got x1 dash plus x2 plus x3 as 3. So from this we got for each die, and we got 10 cases, and since we had 3 die, so we multiplied it by 3, so we got 30 cases. So in total we have 55 minus 30, 25 legal cases. So the probability is that if we throw 3 dices, we'll have 25 cases in which we'll get 12, and out of 216 cases, so that is equal to 25 by 216, our final probability.